The untold stories of World War II. How heroes you've never heard of changed the course of history. Imagine this. You're living through one of the darkest periods of human history, World War II. The world is in chaos. Millions are fighting on the front lines, and behind the scenes, there are countless untold stories. Stories of unsung heroes, quiet revolutions, and decisions that would shape the future in ways no one could predict. But here's the thing. What if I told you that some of these untold stories hold secrets that could change the way you view success, wealth, and your own future? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll not only discover powerful stories from World War II, but also how these stories can teach us valuable lessons about making wise decisions, building wealth, and navigating the challenges we face in our own lives. The resistance fighter who hacked the system. Let's start with a man you probably never heard of, Jean Moulin. He was a French resistance hero, fighting against Nazi occupation during World War II. But what set him apart wasn't just his bravery. It was his ability to outsmart the system. Jean was tasked with uniting various French resistance factions. The catch? The Germans were everywhere. They were listening to every conversation, reading every letter. In other words, they were controlling the flow of information. Now, here's where things get interesting. Jean didn't just play by the rules. He rewrote them. Using code, misdirection, and ingenuity, he created a network that was virtually invisible to the Nazis. He didn't have brute force, but he had the power of knowledge. And in the world of finance, the same principle applies. It's not about working harder. It's about working smarter. Understanding the system, using strategy, and being able to anticipate moves, just like Jean did, are keys to success in any field. You might think, this sounds like the plot of an action movie, right? But the fact is, most of us don't pay enough attention to how we can outsmart systems in our own lives. Whether it's understanding financial markets, tax laws, or investment strategies, becoming a master of knowledge gives you the ability to build wealth without risking it all. But hold on, this story isn't over. Just when you think Jean has won, the tides of history throw in a shocking twist. The spy who changed the war. Next up, let's talk about Virginia Hall, an American who, despite losing a leg in a hunting accident, became one of the most effective spies of World War II. I know what you're thinking. How does a one-legged woman manage to outsmart Nazi forces and change the war? Virginia didn't let anything hold her back. She used her physical limitations to her advantage. Think about that for a second. She turned her biggest weakness into a hidden strength that allowed her to infiltrate, gather intelligence, and sabotage German operations. Now, you might be thinking, that's inspiring, but how does that relate to financial success? Well, here's the kicker. Just like Virginia turned what others saw as a disability into an asset, you can do the same with your own perceived weaknesses in life or finances. Are you bad at math? Great. Hire a financial planner. Not a risk taker? Focus on safe, long-term investments that'll steadily grow your wealth. The point is, it's about turning your challenges into opportunities. But just as Virginia's story shows us the power of adaptability, her journey has an unexpected plot twist that'll make you rethink everything you know about sacrifice and reward. The unsung hero of the stock market, the man who saw the future. Now, let's shift gears to someone who might surprise you, a World War II hero whose actions weren't on the battlefield, but in the world of finance. His name was Andrew Mellon, and during World War II, he became the U.S. Secretary of the Treasury. But what makes his story so compelling isn't just his political role. It's how his early investments helped lay the foundation for the post-war economic boom. Andrew Mellon had a vision that many didn't understand. He made decisions that were counterintuitive at the time, but his foresight in investing and managing economic policies helped the U.S. emerge stronger after the war. He knew that the true path to wealth wasn't about short-term gains. It was about creating a solid foundation that would pay off for decades to come. The lesson here? Wealth isn't built overnight. Just like Mellon understood the value of long-term vision, you need to build your financial future with the same strategic mindset. Compound interest, smart investments, and creating sustainable wealth over time. This is what will allow you to live the lifestyle you dream of, just as it did for countless people after World War II. But here's the kicker. Andrew Mellon's story doesn't end with his success. There's a darker, often overlooked truth about his financial empire. And it's something you'll definitely want to hear. What we can learn from these World War II heroes. From Jean Moulin's revolutionary strategies to Virginia Hall's unbreakable will and Andrew Mellon's long-term vision, there's a thread that ties all of these untold stories together. They didn't just win battles or make history. They understood the power of strategic thinking, the importance of using challenges to their advantage, and the value of vision and patience in creating something lasting. Now, imagine applying those same principles to your own life. What if you could outsmart the system? What if you could turn your weaknesses into strengths? What if you could build long-term wealth that lasts for generations? If you're ready to take that first step toward financial freedom and success, click over to my next video on the power of compounding. Trust me, this is a principle that will change the way you look at wealth forever. Don't miss it. Hit the link on your screen to discover how compounding can work for you. Your future self will thank you.